Hi students, so today we are going to do the chapter linear inequations. So let's start with the very basic definition of the chapter itself. What is the meaning of the word linear and what is the meaning of the word inequations? So if you remember in the previous class, probably in class 8, we had studied what is the meaning of linear equation. When we have an equation like x plus 3 is equal to 5. This is a linear equation. Why it is a linear equation? Because the power of the variable x is 1, right? So this is called a linear equation. If the power of the variable is 2, then it is called a quadratic equation, which is the next chapter. Now, what is inequation? So the linear equation had an equal sign. In this chapter, we are going to study not the equal sign, but greater than or less than. So the equations what you are going to solve will be x plus 3 either greater than or less than any number. So this is the broader definition of the word linear inequations. Now, to solve any problem in the exercise, you just need to know two basic formulas, two basic rules. It's not even formula, it's two basic rules. The first rule I'll try to explain by giving an example that if 8 is greater than 5, I'm just assuming any two numbers, you can take any number. So if 8 is greater than 5, then the first rule says that if you put the negative sign before the two numbers, then this greater than becomes less than. Very important. I just repeat, if 8 is greater than 5, and if I put the minus sign on both sides, then minus 8 is actually less than minus 5. I hope you can plot it on the number line and you can understand that minus 8 is less than minus 5. This is rule number 1. Now, what is rule number 2? The rule number 2 says that if minus 8 is less than 7, right? You can understand that minus 8 is less than 7. Very simple. 7 is a bigger number, minus 8 is a very small number. So if I have to change the sign from this number to this number, if I throw the negative sign on this side, then actually 8 will become greater than minus 7. So I'll just try to explain it once again. Minus 8 is less than 7. So 8, which means I have thrown this minus sign on the other side, 8 is greater than minus 7. So basically the sign has gone on the other side and the less than has become greater than. And if you know these two rules, you can solve any possible question in the exercise. Before I jump to this question, let me also tell you the very basics of class 6th and 7th, that what is a natural number. Very often in this exercise, you will see that when I say x, it says x is the element of natural number, whole number, integer, or real number. So what is a natural number? Let's understand this. Natural number is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. All these are natural numbers. I hope you can recall from your previous classes. Whole number, you just add 0 in this, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the whole numbers. What are integers? All the negative numbers and all the positive numbers, they are the integers. And the last one, which is very important, is the real number. What is real number? All the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, fractions, right? And what else? Square root of numbers, anything, decimal numbers, 0.0, anything, any number which you can make a meaning out of it, it is the real number. right? So the last one, real number, is very important, but because it includes everything. And with this piece of information, let's try to solve this inequation. Now see, this inequation, there are two less than sign mentioned in the equation. This is less than equal to, and this is less than. There are two inequations hidden here. One is this one up to here, okay, up to here. And the second one starts from here and it ends here, right? So there are two inequations. So let me divide this place and write the two linear equations. Okay. So on the left hand side, I'm going to write as given in the question, minus 8 1 by 2 is less than minus 1 upon 2 minus 4x, right? And on the other hand side, I will write the second part, which is minus 1 upon 2 minus 4x is less than equal to 7 1 upon 2. Now, how to solve this? As we used to solve when this less than was equal to in the previous classes, similarly, we are going to solve this equation. What I mean by that is that I will bring all the variable, 4x is a variable, I'll bring it on the left hand side and I'll bring all the numbers on the right hand side. So for this one, let me bring the 4x on the left hand side. So minus 4x will become plus 4x less than equal to, and I will bring the minus 8.5 on the right hand side. So that will be minus half plus 8.5. Now this is very, very basic maths. So 4x is less than, now how should we solve this? Minus half plus, this is a mixed fraction, so 17 upon 2. Okay, so 4x is less than equal to, how much will be this? 8, right? So x will be less than 8 upon 4, which is 2. I hope you can do that basic calculation. When 4 comes on this side, it will be in the denominator. So 8 upon 4, which is 2. So what information we get from this linear equation is x is less than 2. But this is not complete because we have to solve the second part and see what is that x giving you. So again, keeping the variable on one side. So minus 4x, I will keep it on the left hand side, less than equal to 7.5 on the right hand side as it is, and minus 1 upon 2, when I bring it on the right hand side, that becomes plus 1 by 2. All right, so minus 4x, now this is basic maths, is less than equal to, this is 15 upon 2, so 16 upon 2, right, which is 8, right? This is the basic maths. 15 upon 2 plus half, 16 upon 2, which is 8. And now the second rule which I taught you here is getting applicable. I will throw the minus sign on the other side and see, I will change this inequality sign to greater than equal to minus 8. And now this becomes very simple. X becomes greater than equal to minus 8 upon 4, which is minus 2. Now this is the second inference of the second part of the equation, of the inequation, right? So what I'm getting is x is less than 2 and x is greater than equal to minus 2. So what is the solution set? Very important. What am I getting from this inequation? Let me write it down. Solution set. Basically, this means is that x is greater than or equal to minus 2 and less than 2. So basically, the range is between minus 2 and plus 2, including minus 2 because there is an equal sign. Minus 2 is included. 2 is not included. Very important. Less than 2 means 2 is not included, but less than 2, which means 1, 0, minus 1, All those numbers are included, but not 2. Now, very important is to know that x is the element of integer, which means I will only have the negative numbers and the positive numbers, including 0. So what is the solution set of this inequation will be, where x is less than 2 and greater than equal to -2. So 1 definitely will be -2. Why? Because it is included. The next one will be -1. Yes. Then it will be 0. And then 1. Should I take 2 also? No. This is the solution set. Why I have not taken 2? Again, repeating that it is less than 2. It is not equal to 2. This is the solution set, right? So the most important thing to note in any question is what x belongs to, whether it belongs to integer, whole number, natural number, or real number. That will define your solution set. Now, the last thing is to plot it on the number line, which is the easiest thing of all. 0, 1, 2, 3, this is the number line, 4, and on the left hand side will be -1, -2, -3, and so forth. Now the time has come to plot it. So -2, I will draw a dark dot. -1, I will draw a dark dot. 0, I will draw a dark dot. And the last one, 1, I will draw a dark dot. And this is how we plot, the solution on the number line. And this is the end of the question. And this how simple it was. I hope you could understand what is linear inequations, what are natural whole numbers, integers, and real numbers are, and how to divide this into 2 parts, find the range, then find the solution set depending what x belongs to, and finally the plotting on the number line. I hope you liked it. See you in the next one.